If you're using threads and you are only checking your views, then you're probably wasting half of your analytics. Because threads can tell you who is watching, who is following, what they care about, when they're active, and whether your content is actually reaching new people. But here's the problem. Most people open analytics, see some numbers, and have absolutely no idea what to do with them. So in this video, I'm going to show you something different. I'm going to take every important steps of threads analytics and answer 3 questions. What does this number mean? What does it tell me about my content? And most importantly, what should I change because of it? Analytics is about making better decisions, not just looking at numbers. Let's start with the most obvious one, views. This is where most beginners stop, by the way. They see 21k views on their post and they think that their account is growing. Maybe, but views alone don't tell you that. Because I want you to think about views as attention. Someone can watch your post and never follow you. Someone can watch 5 of your posts and still never follow you. So when you see your views are increasing, ask, is my audience growing with my reach or views? If views go up but followers stay flat, you have a conversion problem. But if views go up and followers increase, that's much more interesting. Here's the lesson. Don't depend on views. Optimize for what happens after the view. Now look at this. Followers versus non-followers. This is one of the first thing I would check. And why is that? Because your existing follower already knows you and you need them to be honest. But the non-followers are your growth opportunity. For example, let's say you have 10k views and 8.5k are non-followers. That's telling you your content is being discovered. That's good, but now imagine 10k views and 9.5k of them come from followers. Your existing audience is consuming your content, but you're not necessarily expanding. So now you know what problem you're solving. Profile or positioning isn't convincing people to stay. So you need to check these following things. Is your bio clear? Can people immediately understand what you talk about? Does your profile have a consistent niche? Are your posts giving people a reason to follow? These questions you need to ask yourself. Here's another interesting situation. Suppose one topic gets 20,000 views, but only 20 followers. And another gets 8,000 views, but brings 150 followers. Which one is better? The second one, because the first one generated attention and the second, audience. And you are right now building audience. Now look at the follower growth. Don't just look at plus 50 followers. Ask yourself, which content brought those followers? This is where you need to connect your analytics together. Let's say you post AI tools, you got 15k views and plus 10 followers. You've posted digital products, you got 7k views plus 80 followers. You posted personal story, you got 5k views and plus 60 followers. Now you just discovered something. AI content might be your content that reaches more people. Digital products might be your conversion content, which brings more followers. Personal stories might be your connection content, which brings more people in and connect with you and share experience with you. That's incredibly useful because now you don't have to choose between them. You can use them on different purpose. Now we get into something beginners often ignore. Demographics, country, age, etc. But don't look at this and say 20% of my audience is from X country. That's not the useful part. The useful question is the audience I'm reaching the audience I actually want? For example, let's say you sell digital products and your viewers are mostly from country X and the followers you have are heavily concentrated on ABC. That's important. It means your reach audience and conversion audience are not identical. So don't immediately start changing your content just because one country has biggest percentage. Instead, compare who watches versus who follows versus who eventually buys. That's your real funnel. Here's something people don't think about. Your audience demographics should influence your examples and framing. Suppose your audience is mostly 25 to 34 years old, interested in business. Then your content would work better if you talk about building income, career transition, entrepreneurship, digital products, productivity, practice AI use. Instead of making everything extremely beginner level, your analytics can help you understand who you are actually talking to, and that should influence how you communicate. Now, this section is really underrated. Threads might tell you your audience is really interested in AI, business, marketing, tech, content creation. Don't ignore them. Turn those interests into content clusters. Let's say AI is one of your biggest interests. Then why post only one post on AI? Make 10. For example, AI tools, AI workflows, AI mistakes, AI business ideas, AI for content creation, AI experiments. Now you have transformed one category into multiple sectors, and now you know more about what people are interested in. Now you have to understand is that your audience being interested in something doesn't mean your content will get high views. This is where you need to cross-reference. Your analytics says AI equal high audience interest. Now look at your post. Do your post get high views, high shares, high followers, high replies? If yes, sure, double down. If not, the interest exists, but your execution might be the problem. Maybe the hooks aren't strong, maybe the topic is too generic, maybe you're explaining something everyone has already heard. That's why you should never use one analytics section only. Connect the dots. Now let's talk about posting times. Threads might tell you Tuesday 6 to 9 p.m. is your biggest window. Great, but please don't interpret that as if I post 7:01 p.m. tomorrow, I'll be viral. That's not how it works. Think about active time as your best testing window. If more of your audience is active, that means you have more people available to see and interact with the post, but your content still has to earn that attention. As I said, use active time to run experiments. Here's what I would actually do. Take similar types of posts. Post on Monday at 7 p.m., another Tuesday at 7 p.m., another Wednesday at 1 p.m. Then you need to compare these values. Views, engagement, shares, replies, and new followers. Because maybe Wednesday you got less views, but twice as many followers. That's a valuable discovery. And you might decide on Wednesday being the reach day, meaning that you have more views on these days, and Wednesday you get more followers. Now you might have noticed the analytics. There is followers active time and there is viewers active time. Because your followers are not necessarily the same people as your broader audience. Maybe non-followers are most active Tuesday evening, but your followers are most active on Friday nights. That could suggest different strategy. Use your strongest discovery window for reach-oriented contents and use your follow-heavy windows for community, deeper discussion, and offers. Next one is engagement. And here's another mistake. Someone gets 500 likes and thinks, this was my best post. Not necessarily. I would particularly pay attention to replies. They show conversion, which means more followers. Shares. They show that people thought the content was worth passing along. Follows. They show that someone wants more of what you create. And these can tell you different things. So instead of asking yourself which post got the most engagement, ask yourself what kind of engagement you are trying to generate. Next one. Your analytics should create a loop. Now what is that? You post, you collect data, you identify a pattern, you change one thing, you post again, you compare, and then you repeat. That's it. That's the analytic loop. And the longer you do this, the less you're relying on luck. So here's what I want you to do. For the next 30 days, document everything. Every week, write down your top 3 posts by reach, your top 3 posts by follower growth, your top 3 topics, your best positioning windows. And one more thing, your biggest failure. Because your worst performing post can teach you just as much as your best one. So, this is what I want you to understand. Threads Analytics is not a scoreboard. It's not there so you can open it and get happy because you got 20k views. It's a feedback system. Your audience is constantly giving you information. You just have to listen. So, collect data, make decision, and build your own growth system. And if you want all these advices in a single document, click the link in the comment section. Out.